Are you struggling to get more leads and results with your Facebook ads? If so, this is the video for you. I'm going to show you how to target with sniper-like precision to get the best content in front of the best people for even more results in ways that you've never even thought of. Check this out. This is going to be awesome. Hello, everyone. My name is Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies. And what we do is we help real estate agents just like you master their market and dominate using digital marketing. So if you're brand new here on this channel, we cover strategies just like this one with tips and strategies to help you grow your business, generate more leads, and dominate. So again, if you want more tips like this, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. In today's video, what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking about our Facebook ads targeting tutorial. This is the tutorial on how to get more results, more leads, everything with the ads that you're running on Facebook. Facebook has announced that they're going to be making some changes to the targeting very soon, taking away three things. They're going to be taking away targeting by zip code, targeting by age, and targeting by gender. So with these three things going away, a lot of people are concerned whether Facebook ads are still going to be profitable. So I'm going to put a link right here to a video that you can go watch that talks more about these changes and how to be getting around that. But in today's video, what I'm going to show you is some sniper-like ways of targeting people that you've never thought about that will completely work regardless, really, with these changes that Facebook are going to be making. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We'll jump right in. And then one thing that I do want to mention is that if you'd like some of our top performing Facebook ads, the templates that we use to get agents leads and results on Facebook, if you want to see things that are working today, down in the description below, I'm going to be putting a link where you can go and download those for free. So please go ahead and check. Please go ahead and check those out. Excuse me. And those are my treat to you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate your support. So with that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and create, just like I'm creating a brand new ad. And so with detailed targeting, what a lot of people fail to realize is that one of the keys to success actually starts on this screen. So there's two main things that I'm going to be walking you through in today's tutorial, and that is the campaign section, the objective, as well as the audience section where a lot of the where the rest of the targeting occurs. Now, the reason why this screen right here, the objective, is so important is because depending on the option that we pick, Facebook is going to optimize your results for this purpose. So Facebook is constantly watching what people are doing on their platform. They know what you're clicking on, they know what videos people are watching, they know what pages you're engaged with, they know the things you're interested in based on your habits on Facebook. And so because of all this information, depending on which option we select, Facebook optimizes the ad for that purpose. So you want to make sure that you're picking the correct objective to be able to get the results that you're looking for. So let me walk you through some of these. Brand awareness, frankly, it's an ad that I never run. You can see the purpose here. Increase awareness for your brand by reaching people who are more likely to be interested in it. Well, that's kind of like basically every ad. Reach is exactly what it sounds. You're just showing your ad to the maximum number of people possible. So reach is one that I will use from time to time, and it's basically when I want my budget to go further. Is that I don't care about targeting. I don't care about, well, not targeting, but I don't care about the objective. They can optimize it for anybody. So because I want to show it to everyone for the maximum budget possible, basically once I've put in my budget, reach just makes sure that more people see it, regardless of whether they have a history of doing what I'm going to want to have happen. So reach is one that I will use. Traffic is useful if I want to send people to a specific website. So if I want to drive people to my website to search for properties, I might use traffic. If I'm sending people to a landing page, I might use traffic, although conversions would be the better option in that case. We'll get there. Engagement is specifically if I'm looking to get people liking, commenting, and sharing. So likes, comments, and shares, when I would mostly care about that is if I'm marketing to my sphere of influence. So I've shown lots of videos about how you can upload a list and run ads to those people. A lot of times I don't need to capture their contact information. I don't need to generate a traditional lead for them because I already know who they are and that I already have their contact information. So engagement would be something I would use in those cases. App installs, most of you aren't using apps, so you'll probably never use this. Video views, again, Facebook knows who's watching videos and who doesn't. So if you pick the video views option, it's going to target people who have a history of watching videos, and it just increases how many people are watching your videos. That's certainly helpful. The next one down, lead generation. What's great about the lead generation option is a form will pop up on Facebook where you're collecting certain pieces of contact information. Great for generating a lead, and it's one that I'll use quite often, especially in conjunction with a database that one of my clients might be working with. And then messages. So this is really helpful if you're using like ManyChat, ManyChat, which is an automated Facebook messaging bot. I'll put another link up here about how to use those because I'm a big fan of those, and I can show you how to integrate those. But messages is basically what you would do in those cases where you're wanting someone to click on that button, send you a message, and it starts that message bot firing. Catalog sales and store traffic, again, not relevant for your business. So for you agents, you'll probably never, ever use either of these options. Conversions are helpful for landing pages. So you'll notice right here that it talks about driving people to a website where they can fill out a form, become a lead, and conversions are very helpful for that. You do need to have your pixel installed. That's a little bit of tracking code, but that's what that's useful for. So when you're first picking your objective, it's super important which option you pick because Facebook will optimize your ad for that purpose to help you get more of those results. That's the first step in targeting, is actually picking the correct objective. So just for the sake of doing a demonstration, I'm just going to do engagement. And then down here, Facebook is going to ask me to give this a name. And so I'm just going to call this demo, right? Now, once we get here, the next section is audience. And this is where a lot of the targeting really is important. So keep in mind, the changes that Facebook announced earlier this year, that they're going to be getting rid of targeting people by zip codes, targeting people by gender, and targeting people by age. So those three things they've specifically mentioned are going away: zip code targeting, gender targeting, and age targeting, right? Now, these are things that we often use in marketing real estate, and so obviously it begs the question, how do we get around this, and how do we get really effective in the ways that we market? So let me kind of walk you through, and I'm going to do a detailed tutorial on this, just to kind of really just to give you the lay of the land and show you different thought processes and strategies as to how to do this. So anytime you're doing an ad, the first thing I always recommend is changing the locations. You'll notice that it defaults to everyone in this location, and that sounds awesome, except for what's happening is when you select this option, it's including people that are visiting, people that are traveling for work, people that are probably not interested in buying real estate. And so I don't like that option. In almost all cases, I will target this one, people who live in this location, because these are going to be, in most cases, the people that are going to be buying the real estate that I'm selling. Now, if you're in a high touristy area where people are buying second and secondary homes and those kinds of things, then you may want to change that up. But for the other 99% of you, this is the option that you're going to want to select, people who live in this location. Now, when it comes to targeting, a lot of you are just doing zip code targeting. So let me show you how we actually get around that. Now, some of the things that you can do, so zip code targeting and also targeting people by income. So down here in the detailed targeting, I'll show you this. If I just type in income, there are these categories where it says household income, the top 25%, or the top 10 to 25%. And so you would say, wow, this is awesome. I want to market to people that are the top 5% income in certain zip codes. And if you ever run a real estate ad with any of these household incomes on it, it will automatically be rejected every single time. That is an automatic ad rejection. So you cannot target people based on household income. That is against the anti-discrimination policies that Facebook is putting into play. And so you cannot do that. So then it becomes a question of, well, how do I target people based on income? There are ways of doing it. You just have to go about it differently. You can't use these internal things in Facebook. So as an example, this is a lot of the details that the NAR puts out, National Association of Realtors. So you can see this is the 2019 Home Buyers and Sellers Generational Trends Report. This was done in April of 2019, so very recent. And I'm just going to flip over here to page 8 where I was before. Introduction. And what this does is it starts breaking down information about each of these different age groups. So as an example, let's say, so you'll notice this group right here, buyers 39 to 53. That's me. I'm a Gen Xer. Says this consisted of 24% of recent home buyers. This group continued to be in peak earning years, had the highest median income at $111,000. So I know automatically if I want to market to people in the highest income, well, now I've got their age. Okay, and you're going to say, well, Kevin, the age thing is going away. That's true, it is. But for now, since it's still there, I could target people based on age. So I know that the highest income earners on average were people that were 39 to 53. So that alone can help me do my targeting to reach the right people. Now, there's also other information that this provides. They purchased the most expensive homes at a median price of $277,800. Okay. Now, what I can do with that is I can use this information to target. So there's this website called city-data.com. So I'll use my area as an example. I live in Utah, and I live in a city called Layton. So I will use Layton as an example. And so when I click here to get information, demographic information about Layton, it gives me some specific things. So it says a few more females here than males. Average resident age. So the median age in this area is 30.9. So I'm a little off of this group of people that we're talking about. It's more in this group right here, the buyers 29 to 38. So if I were targeting this group of people, then this area would be really good. But I'm just going to pretend that it's the high area. You'll notice property values here are, again, here's the average for the area, average for the state. So fairly similar, and then average household income. So if I knew that an area was more wealthy than another, I could go find it. Now you'll notice that it's this zip code right here, and again, zip codes are going away, but here's how you do this. So I can come in, I've targeted this, and I can put in a specific zip code. Again, I know this is going away, but here's the zip code. Right? So this is targeting the entire 84040 zip code, which is Layton. What I can do is I can come here to this map option and drop a pin. I can drop a pin right next to that point on the map. Okay, here's that longitude and latitude, that pin that I just dropped. If I zoom in, see how this is a 10-mile radius and it's encompassing that entire zip code. So obviously that is way too big. So I can come in and change that radius. Let's say it's a 3-mile radius. See how that 3-mile radius is basically incorporating almost the entire zip code? Well, now I don't need the zip code anymore. I'm basically targeting that same zip code just with this radius. This option of being able to drop a pin and marketing to a radius around it, that is not going to be going away. Right? So now I've effectively targeted by zip code without targeting by zip code, and I've done it based on demographic information of knowing where some of the wealthier places are. Make sense? So that's one way that you can work around it. Another thing that this tells you is right here. They came in close second, but as the next largest share of buyers likely to be married and have children under the age of 18. So watch this. We simply come back over here. I come down to the detailed targeting, and it said one of the things that we know about them is that they are married. So see this married relationship status? Bam. Now I'm targeting the people that are the most likely in this category. It also said that they had children that are likely to be under the age of 18. So here's what's also cool, is I can come in and type parents, and see these different demographics, parents with teenagers 13 to 18. Well, that would be part of that group. If I go back to those parents, parents with preteens, that would be people part of that group. Parents with kids 6 to 8, and I can keep going down the list. But now I'm defining this audience of people that that the National Association of Realtors have reported are the ones that are most likely to buy these more expensive homes, right? So again, with a little creativity and just knowing how to do this, now I've effectively reached those people. Facebook used to, if you watch older videos about targeting, Facebook used to have statuses where you could target people based on their income, based on the price of their home, based on whether they were a renter or a homeowner. And all of those were super helpful, but Facebook got rid of those. With a little creativity, you can still target those people. So I may do some targeting like this to be able to reach people in this bracket that are the best possible eyes for maybe a more expensive property that I'm marketing. A lot of times when agents come in and do targeting, they start to be really specific. So let me clear some of these out. And here's what they'll do. They'll think, well, people that have been to Zillow, they're probably searching for homes. So I'm going to target people that are interested in Zillow. And then they'll come to suggestions and they'll do Trulia and Redfin and so on and so forth. And they'll just come down this list. Now, that works, but here's the problem that I've had from experience in doing this. When I do this, what I find is I'm targeting the same people that other agents are doing because this is what agents think of, right? They don't think outside of the box and do some of the things that I'm showing you. And so that's the one thing I dislike about targeting these options is because number one, it's limiting who I'm targeting. Number two, these are the same audiences that other agents are using, the same targeting options. And so I don't want to target the same ones that everybody is doing. I want to reach other people. So a lot of times if I'm doing a lead generation ad for a listing, a lot of times I don't even do any targeting, to be brutally honest. I'll leave this blank unless there's a very specific kind of buyer that I'm looking for, because it's branding, it's exposure, all of those things are important. And then if I'm going after a very specific person, that's when I'm going to do some of the detailed targeting options that I'm showing you, right? That's when I would do some of these. Like if you're doing a first-time buyer ad and you're thinking about, how do I target rentals? Well, there's still ways of being able to target people that are renting, right? So there's this category of people interested in renting. There's all of the website and pages where, like rent.com and places like that. So there's all of these places that people have probably expressed interest in where you could find renters to be able to market to. Again, it's just about thinking differently. So I can go to rent.com, use that as a targeting option, go to options, and then some of these would be, again, a very good candidate, right? Some of the other ones that you can use for targeting would be pages related or interests related to mortgages. So there's one about pre-qualification for lending, right? That's a great one. Again, you can go to suggestions on that. People that are interested in mortgage loans. Again, these are also great people to be marketing to because they're not the ones that your competition is probably using as far as being able to target. So these are some fantastic options. But again, one of the ways that you can primarily get around age is through that parent option. So I'll use myself as an example. I'm a 43-year-old male. I've got 2 kids. I have a 17-year-old son and a 14-year-old daughter. So if I wanted to reach other people just like me, then I'm going to be targeting this group of people, parents with teenagers, which for the most part, it's going to give me people that are very similar to my age. So again, you can target people based on age. You've just got to think about this a little bit differently. With exclusions. So one of the things I show people all the time is you should be excluding realtors. So there's this one, realtor, where it's a job title. I also do real estate agent. Real estate broker, the job title, and then there's one that is real estate agent / broker that also is a job title. If you want, you can also exclude people that are interested in National Association of Realtors and real estate brokers. So you could, exclude people based on those things as well. So there's lots of options as far as targeting goes, but this is the core and crux of it. Is you've just got to think about things a little bit differently. If you do a little research, so this is the national report. Most of your local realtor associations have local reports where you can use the same information to be targeting the best people for what you're marketing. You can also come to websites like this, city-data.com, where you can get some demographic information and use this to be able to target some of the best people in your area. And so with that is how you can get very focused sniper-like targeting in your Facebook ads. So again, thanks for being here. Highly recommend going down into the description below. You'll see the link where you can download some of our Facebook ad templates that are performing our top ad templates. Also, I'm going to put a link to our website where you can go and purchase our lead generation courses, our marketing courses, things that will help you take your business to a new level and generate more leads, more transactions. And then lastly, if you found value in our channel, please subscribe. Give us a like. Those things help us tremendously, and you'll get more videos. So I'm going to be putting some other links to videos right up here where you can check out some other tutorials, things that will help you grow your business. So as always, make it a fantastic week. Have a killer week. Generate more leads. Let us know if you have any questions down below, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.